Hi, so if you're watching this video, then you've probably seen my Goodbye Woozworld video. Just happened to come across my YouTube channel, or you saw one of my posts saying that I'd be making a Q&A. Whichever way you got here, I'm definitely glad that you're here. Before I start, I wanted to say that, sorry, this is just going to be a narration. I thought about recording myself, but then I realized that my camera makes this really distracting clicking noise, which I didn't want to happen throughout the video, and I just got done with track practice, so I don't really feel like being on camera right now. Also, there's actually more questions than I expected, so this might get broken into a two-part video, so bear with me. Without further ado, let's get started with this Q&A. So the first question is, do I miss my old friend group? From Panties. So before I answer this question, I find it essential that I mention that this question comes from one of my oldest friends on Woozworld. I've probably known her for about 5 years out of the 5 full years that I've played Woozworld. I do miss my old friend group. The friends that I originally made when I started Woozworld was one of the tightest, close-knit friend groups that I've ever had. As the years went by and as we all grew older, we started leaving the game. And so some of my friends I'm still in contact with outside of the game, which is really cool, but others it's been years since I've talked to them, so I definitely miss certain people from my old friend group. The second question comes from Bella, and she said, am I your best friend forever? Bella has definitely been one of my best friends on Woozworld since I came back in 2014. It's kind of crazy to say that it's already been another 3 years. But yeah, Bella's one of my closest friends that I have on Woozworld, and outside of Woozworld, we talk basically every day. So yeah, she's definitely my best friend forever. We're still going to stay in contact. And if you wanted to know her username, she is Isabella Swagaga on Woozworld. Also, I'm sorry if you can hear my bird in the background. He's whistling really loud and I have the door closed. So if you hear him through the rest of the video, please try to ignore him. Thank you. The third question is from Mac, and she asked, are you going to miss me? To answer your question, I would definitely say that yes, I'm going to miss you, and I already kind of miss our friendship now because we definitely don't talk as much as we used to. Basically, we don't talk at all anymore. The fourth question is from Aaron, and he asked, what are you planning to do for a job when you're older? I think that this is actually a really good question. For now, I'd say what I'm planning on is becoming a pharmacist. My sophomore year of high school, I took Chem A, and right now I'm in Chem AP. And I'm planning on majoring in chemistry so that I can go into pharmacy school. And I know that it's something that I'm really interested in doing because, number one, it contains chemistry and science, and also I'd be able to help people. Not to mention that the pay isn't bad considering it's like $40 an hour. But if that doesn't end up working out, because I know that chemistry is a hard major, but I want to try to see how that turns out my first year. Anyways, if that doesn't work out, I definitely could fall back on my communication skills. I have done public speaking as activity of mine at school for a long time. And I'm actually pretty good at that. So something in communications would be cool too if pharmacy doesn't end up working out. That or psychology, because a lot of the classes for pharmacy and psychology in a lab, a lot of the sciences do. And actually, that turns out to be the case for a lot of science majors because they take similar classes. So yeah, I know I kind of went off track, but to answer your question, I'm planning on pharmacy for right now. The fifth question comes from Giggles, and she asked, what's your favorite meme? So it's actually a toss-up between two memes. It would have to be between Kermit, that's none of my business, and the gotta go chicken, because one, Kermit the Kermit one is so sassy. Like, it could be used to clap back someone so hard. Like, it's savage when people use it, and I find that so funny. And then the gotta go chicken. It's so funny to me. Like, if someone says something that's really, like, that could be really, like, questionable or offensive or something, you use the gotta go chicken, and it makes me laugh so hard just because of, like, how fast the chicken looks like it's moving and it's blurred. Oh my gosh, it's just so, it's too fun. They're both too funny to me. So yeah, that's none of my business. Kermit the Frog and Gotta Go Chicken would be my two favorite memes. So questions 6, 7, and 8 all come from XP100 from Woozworld, and he asked, "Why are you quitting?" I already kind of addressed this in my Goodbye Woozworld video, but I'll definitely answer it again. I can sum it up into 5 points. So 1, everyone's eventually going to have quit playing Woozworld at some point in time, and so I feel like this is my time. It's what feels right to me. 2, I've matured, and there's a lot of immature people in the game, and it's really evident through the gameplay, like people making sexual units, people trying to put others down, cough swagger chick, cough Latin lover. It's just not fun anymore, like all the unnecessary drama that people create on the game. 3, I only talk to about 3 friends on there, like Ollie and Bella and Alex sometimes when he's actually active. So there's not really a point for me to come online if I can talk to them outside of the game. 4, it feels more like an obligation for me to come on rather than it just being for fun. And 5, I'm 17 years old. I don't want to be an adult playing a game that's for preteens, considering I'm turning 18 this year. And there's definitely people way older than 17 playing this game that lie about their age to make themselves seem younger. And I think that those people also should probably mature and focus on things that would actually be beneficial. That's why I'm quitting. I feel like there's way more productive things for me to be doing at this age than to sit on my butt and play Woozworld. So, yeah. Okay, his next question was, what is your favorite memory of Woozworld? My favorite memory definitely is just making all the different friends that I have now. The people that I've met on Woozworld are primarily the reason why I've stayed so long. So that would be my answer to that question. His last question was, what will you miss the most about Woozworld? And like I said, it'd probably be the people, because it's really just a really good experience when you meet someone that's genuinely, like, interested in you and wants to be your friend, as well as vice versa. So, like, when you find someone that you find interesting and you bond, then that's kind of what I think I'd miss most about Woozworld. The 9th question comes from Ryo, and he asked, will you ever look back on good memories, not the lame ones? I don't know if I'll actually, like, log in to Woozworld and look back on stuff, because I know that a lot of the things that have happened are, like, just in my mind. Like, I remember a lot of the events or a lot of the jokes and whatnot that I've made with my friends, and so I'll definitely take time to personally reflect. Like, even when I'm not playing Woozworld, sometimes certain friends that I've made will pop into my head just randomly throughout the day, like wondering if they're fine or not, or something will remind me of a memory. So I'll definitely take time to look back on the good memories and not the lame ones. Question number 10 comes from 80, and he asked, will I still be your little brother? 80, you definitely still be my little brother, because you're just one of those friends that, like, I feel like I'm a big sister to. I almost tried to say Addie again, and that's not how you pronounce it. And if anyone's wondering, he is 80 Patty with the little hyphens on the outside on Woozworld. So, yeah. Just looking at the amount of questions that I had, I knew that this video was going to be pretty long. And so we're already at the 10-minute mark, and so I decided that I'm going to break it into a second video continuing the questions. So I will link that down in the description so that you can listen to the rest of the answers. Thank you for watching.